the followers of Darksied have resurfaced. Their foe, the Anti-Monitor and his forces are gone. So, they turn their focus towards the heroes of Earth. Calabac engages Wonder Woman while Lashina takes on Power Ring. Steppenwolf has Cyborg in his crosshairs, and Kanto can finally end his lifetime rivalry with Mr. Miracle. Kanto begins with hurling his signature knives at the son of New Genesis. Mr. Miracle dodges them one by one, but Kanto's precision is second to none. A dagger makes contact with his flesh, causing Scott to scream in agony. This is it. Kanto can finally end the life of his nemesis to cleanse his murderous record. But suddenly, a boom tube opens up. Big Barda makes her appearance, and she won't take kindly to anyone who would cause this much grief to her betrothed. Kanto runs his cocky mouth, which gives Barda a fraction of a second to raise her Mega Rod. She blasts Kanto point blank in the neck. Steve Trevor, while helping Mr. Miracle to his feet, asks, "Who is that?" Barda finds her next target. She charges directly at Steppenwolf into a brick wall. Scott Free informs the human agent, "That, Steve Trevor, that's my wife." Barda now turns her focus towards Calabac. She throws him into Steppenwolf. It's like taking candy from a baby. You see, Scott Free and Big Barda was on their honeymoon, but Scott was thrown into this war. Well, Barda will not be left out of her own honeymoon. She intends that they spend it together. Darkseid is dead, so Barda proposes that both parties should drop their vendetta. But Lashina would not let it go. Barda betrayed the Black Oath of the Furies. For that, Barda and her husband will be forever hunted by the Agents of Apocalypse. Calabac grows weary of this battle. His true target is the Anti-Monitor. The Anti-God shall die. For Calabac. But also for his father, Darkseid. The Rock of Eternity. Metron had escaped from his chains and is now en route to freedom back to his chair. But a woman's reflection haunts his venture. She tells him that he is lost without his chair, and that he traded the safety of the universe for his soul. Metron wants to be left alone. Back on Earth, the Anti-Monitor continues to incubate in his cocoon. His shadow soldiers should have dispersed by now, but they still guard their god, even against Grail and her Amazonian mother. The Justice League can finally take a break from battle. Half of the team are gone, too busy becoming gods. But they gained a new ally, Big Barda. But they are up against a powerful entity and they need leverage. They need the Crime Syndicate. You see, the Anti-Monitor had consumed the Syndicate's home world. If anyone knows anything about the Anti-Monitor, it would be them. But half of their team is dead. Owlman is MIA. But wait, Ultraman and Superwoman are held at Valrev. But no one has the authority to see these class level 0 inmates. Steve Trevor informs his teammates that if they want to have a word with Ultraman and Superwoman, they gotta break in. Well, they got a master locksmith on their side and a woman with powers comparable to Wonder Woman, thinking that this challenge would be fun. The team disperses, leaving Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor alone for the first time. He notices that she is worried. Well, why shouldn't she be? This war could rip her planet in half, and it all began with an Amazonian. Diana plans on ending this fight and she refuses Steve's help. He now asks, "Is that why you chose him?" Trevor saw the love between Scott Free and Big Barda, two powerful beings with heightened abilities and colorful costumes. He is only human who has feelings for an Amazonian princess. Diana tells Steve that Superman and her are just friends. Okay, more than friends. He leans in. If this is the end, Trevor needs to show Diana how he feels. "I heard my name." Superman appears out of nowhere and grabs Trevor by the head. "Am I interrupting?" While the power players move into position, while the new Justice Gods are off-world dealing with their godhood, while Wonder Woman takes on Superman, Grail and her mother takes a step closer to ultimate power. The time has come. The Anti-Life Seed leaves the Anti-Monitor. The most powerful force in the universe now belongs to Grail, the goddess of the Anti-Life. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Comic Island. My name is Joey, and today we are reviewing and recapping the Justice League issue 46, The Darksied War. So we finally finished 6 tie-ins between issue 45 and 46. So finally, we get to see what happens to the rest of the heroes. Power Ring gets a small spotlight treatment as the Ring, while Throom from Earth 3 finally gets a few words in. I want to see more of Power Ring, but with a huge cast of the main Justice Leaguers, certain characters are guaranteed to be left out. The 6 new Justice Gods got their own spin-off, so Wonder Woman gets her time to shine in issue 46. But then she gets overshadowed by this woman. Jeff Johns did a wonderful job introducing Big Barda as the cavalry. She takes out everyone and then makes out with her husband. How epic was that? For those who don't know, Big Barda is originally from Apocalypse, a member of Granny Goodness's trained female warriors called the Furies. Lashina is of course a member, hence their rivalry. Barda, in my opinion, is such an underrated character. Her powers rival those of Wonder Woman, but she is stuck predominantly in story arcs that include Darksied. So I'm glad she joined the fight, but that just means that we'll get less screen time of the other characters. You win some, you lose some, I guess. So let's take a look at the small scene where Calabac shows a bit of love for his father. This small characteristic of Calabac is why I like him as a villain. He was raised to be a savage warrior who will die for Darkseid as part of Apocalypse's brainwash training, but Calabac is a character that genuinely loves his father. Obviously, this is seen as weakness on their planet, so he can't show it. Instead, he shows the tough savage that he is, but again, Jeff Johns nails it, showing us complicated villains that we can actually root for every once in a while. So, ever since Forever Evil, we have been waiting for the crime syndicate to return, and it seems like we are getting close to it. Remember guys, all are dead except for Owlman, who was MIA, last seen talking with Lex Luthor. Ultraman and Superwoman are locked away at Belle Reve. The other nearly forgotten fact is that Superwoman is pregnant, and her team left their dying world to survive, and of course to protect the baby. She is a master manipulator, making her teammates think that the baby is theirs. Who am I talking about? Well, Owlman, Ultraman, and the Shazam of their world all believe that the baby was theirs. So, it's still unclear who the baby's daddy is, but I'm gonna throw a wild guess here. I'm gonna guess that the baby belongs to the Anti-Monitor. I have no grounds to back this up, but it's just a wild speculation. So, let's talk about the ending. It's a bit strange seeing Grail take the anti-life equation. I thought her mother, Marina Black, was the mastermind, but this scene shows Marina Black taking the back seat and Grail is portrayed to be the one with the plan. And then when she takes the anti-life equation, making her a god, her mother asks why. She then says, death is too good for Darkseid. Well, that implies that Darkseid is still alive somewhere. In the Shazam tie-in, it's implied that gods don't die, but they return to the source. So, the countdown to Darkseid's resurrection has begun, but why does Grail harbor so much hatred towards her father? What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching my review of the Justice League Darkseid War issue 46. You can find the entire coverage of the Darkseid War on our website, link in the description below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time in the Justice League issue 47.